Today we are going to review onepotato meal delivery service. I think it's a California-based company and it always pops on my Instagram. And I saw that a few months ago they introduced a vegan menu, but I was like, maybe I'm gonna try at some point. But this week they introduced the child lunchbox. Like you can buy your child's lunch without you having to make it. Like you buy a pre-made lunch, and I'm like, yes, take my money, let's try it. So I'm very excited about my son's lunches. I ordered 3 of them and they are not vegan, they're vegetarian. They don't, maybe one of them is vegan, but yeah, they also have options with meat and vegetarian options, and the food too. They have pescatarian options, they have vegan options, they have vegetarian options, they have omnivore options, they have all kinds of options. So I'm very excited to finally try this service. This video is not sponsored, I paid with my own money, and let's see. Okay, let's start. This is the least heavy one, so I would assume that there are the lunches in here, but you never know. I'm very excited. I'm not sure if he's gonna eat them. It's not the fact that I have to make the lunch, it's that I don't have any ideas anymore. It's just the same sandwich, just change the fruit and the snacks. And I don't know, maybe he's getting bored of that. So that's why I want to try it out. Maybe he's not gonna like it. So let's see what we have in here. This is the first one. It's nice to be rice. That's a good name. Has a rice bowl, edamame, pickled cucumbers, rice crackers, 1 clementine, and a cookie. This is the second one. Fiesta box has 2 black bean empanadas, some cheese dipping sauce, taco chips, 2 small peppers, and 1 cookie. Lucky him, has cookies in every box. And this is the last one. Diptastic has some celery, carrots, pita chips, hummus, ranch dip, 1 strawberry, and again a cookie. I'm gonna be testing this tomorrow morning. I'm gonna send my son to school with one of these lunches, and I'm gonna film when he comes home to see if he ate any, if he ate it all. If he ate it all, then we have a problem. But I mean, some of these I can copy afterwards if I see that he likes it. If not, honestly, during summer, just because he has shorter hours at school and you're trying to get more work done so you can go on a vacation, I feel like this is gonna be a big help if he eats them. Okay, now let's go to the fun part, the food for the adults. Actually, I ordered a size for 2 adults and 1 kid. I'm not sure if it's different pricing. The website offered me a promo code for new customers, so it wasn't difficult. I didn't have to have a promo code from somebody else. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the price on the screen. I picked the meals for 2 adults and 1 kid, and I picked 2 meals. I think you can pick up to 5 meals. But what I noticed is I looked ahead for the next week and they have the same meals, like the meals don't change. Which on one hand is good because I tried other services and every week you have different meals, and they are supposed to be fast. Like you have to make your lunch or your dinner really quickly, and this is gonna help you. But just reading that recipe card, it just takes forever. It takes longer than cooking the meal, and I don't like that. So on one hand, you get used to the way of preparing this meal, you get used to the taste of it, and it gets easier every week and faster. On the other hand, if you like to try new foods all the time, then this might not work for you. So this is the first difference that I saw between this service and others that I tried before. So yeah, this is the first bag and it's with the tacos. I wanted tacos, of course. We get the recipe card here. Doesn't have too much writing, which is good. Oh, it even says the ingredients for each one of the bags. And the second one, I think I ordered the Tikka Masala, tofu Tikka Masala. Is that what it's called? Veggie Tikka Masala, yeah. Okay, well, this is a recipe card. Again, it doesn't have a lot of writing, which is good. I'm wondering if this tikka masala is gonna be spicy. But we're not gonna know if we're not gonna try it. So let's get cooking and make the veggie tikka masala from one potato. I remind you, this is not sponsored. I'm just having fun trying new services. See if they work for me. If they work for me, then why not? You should use them too. The most time consuming item seems to be the rice. It's supposed to take 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna put a pot on the stove. And I'm sorry for my neighbors who started cutting their grass, of course, when I start filming. And I cannot do it later because I'm gonna be hungry, and you don't want to see me filming while hungry because probably you're never gonna see the video. I'm gonna add the rice. So I have 1.5. So I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. 1, 2, 3. The next step is to preheat the oven at 350 and cut the tofu and place it in the oven for 8 minutes. This is the tofu. It comes in big chunks. It says that it's organic, which is really good. I appreciate it. And a lot of the produce comes from the farms from Southern California. While the rice is cooking and while the tofu is in the oven, I was gonna do the tikka masala sauce, and it says to pour the sauce in the pot, and when it's warm, add the chickpeas, potatoes, and cauliflower, which are already cut. This is what I like about this kind of services. They're ready. I just gonna put them in the sauce. Amazing. And according to the recipe book, recipe card, I have to add some water too. And I'm gonna let it simmer for 10 minutes. And while I'm waiting for the rice and for the tikka masala, I'm gonna do the naan. I'm gonna prepare the naan, which doesn't seem very difficult. I'm gonna place it on a baking tray and place it in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. I have to say that I cheated and I tasted the tikka masala sauce. Oh my god, that's good. Like, if this is how the food is gonna taste, I think I like this service. Okay, I'm gonna use a small oven just because that one is preheated. So I'm gonna heat 2 naans, and then at the end I'm gonna heat the last one. And after that, after I do the naan, I'm gonna start working on the green beans. For the green beans, it says to lightly coat the bottom of a large saucepan with oil and set over medium heat. Then add the beans, and after 2 minutes, add the sauce. Okay. I don't really like to use oil, but I'm gonna give it a try for this recipe. Ah, just look at that beauty. Nothing makes me happier than a fluffy naan. It's time to add the tofu. See how good I can do it with one hand. Very good. This looks amazing. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with this so far. Let's hope it tastes as good as I'm expecting it. Okay, and now I'm gonna add the garlic sauce. The house already smells amazing from the naan, and I think with this garlic, it's gonna smell even better. If this tastes as good as it smells, then we got ourselves a winner. I remind you, this is not sponsored. So let's plate the rice. It took a little bit longer to cook, but that's okay. Let's put some more because I'm hungry. Then the star of the show, the Tikka Masala, which looks amazing. A little bit more. Again, I'm hungry. Now let's try the green beans. Very garlicky. Okay, the portions are really good, the really good size. Then a naan, which I'm gonna add, I don't know where. Let me add it at the end. And now some sauces. We came with these 2 extra sauces. I'm drooling, I'm telling you. Okay, this is the plate, and I also have some naan. And now I'm gonna do a taste test. Let's see if it's as good as it smells. Am I going to burn myself or not? At least my tongue. It's actually really good. It's a few hours later after we had lunch, and I want to come here and talk about the pros and the cons of one potato. The cons, the first one, is the fact that the website is pretty tricky to navigate. It doesn't give you the option to select from the beginning a vegan menu. You have to select a vegetarian menu and then go and change your meals into vegan meals, and you have to change them every week. The pros is the size. The first pro is the size. I tried other services in the past, and I always felt like the meal that they gave you, the size, it was the size of an appetizer. I don't know if it's just because we have a plant-based lifestyle or meals, we eat plant-based, we eat more. Our sizes are pretty big, and I always felt hungry. Well, here it's true. Today I made lunch for 3 people because I went with the 2 meals a week for 3 people, and this was a size for 2 adults and 1 kid. Easily with the leftovers, we can have lunch tomorrow, my husband and I. So I really like the sizes. They're really big, and we eat a lot. So if it was big for us, I think it's big for everyone. Another con that I want to mention is the fact that they only have 5 meals available for vegans, and they are constantly the same meals. I'm not sure if for the vegetarians and the other ones they change the meals. I would think that maybe they change the meals more constantly. So it's just 5 options, from which 2 of them are with fake meats. I got the tacos, and we're gonna try the tacos probably tomorrow. And I'm vegan, and I like to eat vegan, but I like to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Not necessarily the biggest fan. I mean, I like from time to time to have a Beyond Burger or an Impossible Burger, but I like mostly vegetables and tofu. If I feel like I have to eat a lot of protein, I like to eat beans and tofu. So I would like to have more options with tofu and vegetables. Right now, there are 2 of them, the tacos and the burgers, which they have the fake meat, and then they have the pizza option, which comes with vegan mozzarella, which is okay, but I would like a few other options with more vegetables. But again, this is not a total vegan or vegan, it's not towards the vegans, it's not a service for vegans, it's mostly vegan friendly. So you have vegan options if you have days when you want to eat vegan food. So I totally get that. But for the future, if they want a bigger vegan audience, I would like more options and more rich fruit and vegetable options. Another pro is the fact that the produce was really fresh. It happened before that I tried other services, and especially the greens weren't fresh anymore. Here the green lettuce for the tacos looks fresh, the herbs looked fresh, like the potatoes and the cauliflower, they were already pre-cut and ready to go. They were fresh. They didn't look old. They didn't look icky. They didn't smell wacky. They were all very fresh. So I really appreciate the freshness. And I think, I mean, I know I read that a lot of the produce comes from farms around Los Angeles, Southern California area. So I really appreciate that. It's a big plus. I don't have any other cons, but I have other pluses. I like the fact that they come in bags. They don't come in boxes. The bags go back. Like next week when I'm waiting for my food to be delivered, I just have to leave the bags by the gate and they will come pick them up and drop off new boxes. So I really like that aspect, the fact that we are not wasting too much, I don't know, too many cardboard boxes, because we all order so many things and we waste a lot of cardboard boxes. Yeah, the price is not really bad. It's, I think, $72 for 2 people. No, for 3 people for 2 meals a week, which is, I think, an okay price if you want to have the convenience of eating fresh food that tastes really good. I think it's an okay price. I will include it in, it's way cheaper than a restaurant. I mean, going to a restaurant, even not a very expensive one for 3 people, you cannot make it under $100 nowadays, especially in the LA area. So it's cheaper than a restaurant, and I have 2 meals and they're really fast. It took a little bit to boil the rice, but it's brown rice. If it was white rice, it was faster, but brown rice is whole grain, so it's better. So it was fast, it was tasty. I really like the service. I remind you again, this is not sponsored, but I want to try a new service. I didn't have high hopes. I was really expecting that I'm going to try this service, and after I filmed the video, I'm going to cancel it. I even thought to cancel it before I filmed the video, but I didn't do it. And honestly, after I ate lunch, I went on my computer and I picked my meals for the next month or so, because I really liked it. I mean, I want to eat that masala, this Indian dish, every week for the rest of my life. So I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting this. I tried it just for the sake of YouTube, and I'm happy I did it. So thank you guys. Yeah, if you want to try it out, I'm going to leave a link down below for their website. It's not sponsored. This video is not sponsored. It's just my honest review about the service. But it happened that I like it. I tried so many in the past and I didn't like it. If you have suggestions about other services that are vegan friendly or total vegan and you want me to try them, just leave that in the comments below. See you next time. Bye! The moment of truth. Let's see if he ate the lunch or not. Doesn't look very promising, does it? So he ate the peppers. He ate the peppers. I mean, he has a little bit left of the second one. I think he tried the chips with the queso. He ate the cookie. Why am I not surprised? Then I'm not sure if he tried this dressing, and he took a bite of this, of the empanada. Okay, so it's not great. Usually he eats 90% to 100 of the food that I sent him to school with. What am I going to do is tomorrow I'm gonna put the food in his lunchbox. I'm gonna take the food out of this tray and put it in the lunchbox. Not this food, but the one for tomorrow, to see if he's gonna do better.